Hi, this short video is about the disappearance of Nicola Bulley. I want to say that I'm not trying to jump onto the bandwagon. There's nothing ghoulish about it. I'm not trying to be an amateur detective guessing at what has happened. I just feel compelled to make this video because I think her disappearance is so tragic. I look at this poor lady's photos and see this beautiful young woman with a beautiful young family, a partner. She has a life, people who worry about her, people who love her deeply. And for some reason, it keeps upsetting me, so I feel compelled to make this video. And I'm going to try and avoid being the amateur detective. I'm not here to criticise the police, although I do believe that they've made some significant errors of judgment. I think they've done their best. You know, they've wanted to find Nicola. It's not that they haven't tried. But I think several things have gone badly wrong in the investigation. And one of those is the police's absolute certainty that Nicola had an unfortunate accident and drowned in the river. Now, unless the police are withholding some evidence from the public that they know, and that's quite plausible, then there is no apparent evidence that Nicola fell into the water. And what really troubles me is that certainly in their public presentations, the police seem to have completely ruled out the possibility of foul play. They have ruled out the notion that this poor woman may have been abducted. 10 minutes is a long time, and I shudder to think what may have happened in those 10 minutes. It could have been longer than 10 minutes, couldn't it? But for the police to completely rule that out, in my mind, wasted really valuable, critical time. Because isn't it said that the first hours of a disappearance are the most crucial? If you're going to bring about a happy conclusion, then you've got to find that person fast. And unfortunately, the search has been far from fast. It's focused almost exclusively on the river, as far as we know. And I sincerely hope, for Nicola and Nicola's family's sake, and for the reputation of the police, that Nicola is not found in a few months' time or a few years' time in some farm outhouse, in a field or wood, with some lock-up in Morecambe Bay, because that would be truly devastating. Even more devastating than the possibility that this poor young woman has drowned. Now, obviously, I'm not a detective. I've got no experience whatsoever in any of this, and there'll be people out there really sort of angry with me making this video. And that's not the purpose of this. I just feel compelled to make this video. It's almost like a plea to the police. Get on with it. Get out there. Search everything. Search far and wide. Don't just focus on this small stretch of river. Find this poor woman. Don't assume that it all ended in the river. And something I find really quite bizarre is the assumption that this wasn't a crime scene, that the important locations were not taped off. Because if there was any valuable forensic evidence there, then it's been contaminated, it's been ruined. I would assume that Nicola's mobile phone has been analysed for fingerprints, DNA and things like that. I would assume that they've analysed the bank and the bench for clothing fibres, even possible spots of blood. God forbid. One would hope that they've looked at footprints around the bench and on the pathway, but we will never know if they did that, because there may have been vital clues there. Some possession of Nicola's, some possession of someone else, as small as it may be, an earring, a fingernail, hair. We will never know. I sincerely hope this still ends with a happy conclusion, but I think most of us who've been watching this case know, well, that's not going to happen. It's very, very unlikely. I really hope that the police do find her very quickly. And I hope that if poor Nicola is not found alive, then the police's theory is correct. Because if Lancashire police have got this wrong, then that would be even more devastating. It wouldn't be the first time that police forces have missed crucial evidence right under their nose. There was a case quite recently in Milton Keynes where a victim's body lay close to the site of her disappearance in a house that the police had already visited. Some years ago now, there was another case in southwest London where again police had visited a house, but they failed to investigate properly, and the body of a schoolgirl was hidden in the loft. I don't mean to criticise the police. I know they're doing their best. I know they've put in long hours. I know they want to find Nicola. But somehow their search just feels lacklustre. And their press conferences seem too certain of what they believed had happened. I'm sure the police probably have evidence and leads that they're not at liberty to share with the public. And I hope whatever leads they're following up brings about a conclusion. But from where I stand, this investigation does not look like it has been handled very well at all. Lastly, I just wanted to say that I really do pray that Nicola is found safe and sound and that she can be returned to her family, because I just think about those kids, her partner, her parents, and that poor girl herself, still a young woman. Thank you for watching.